Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night movie chat on a Thursday. I do want to say before you get confused, I was just on Magical Makeup with Christy. So it was Harry Potter night. So, and I'm waiting for my mother to laugh at me because she just looked over at me. I have green lips. Um. Anyway, so that
I'm
is the reason
posting.
for this. Also, the reason it is a Thursday night is I had some issues with my asthma and all of that Tuesday, but I am breathing better and doing great now. So, tonight's show is Descendants, the original, the first one. And along with Rachel and myself, we have Tiffany. So, Tiffany, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, real quick?
My name's Tiffany. I like to draw. And that's about it.
Tell them about your channel real quick. Can she tell them about her channel?
Yeah.
I don't really post much, just like lyric videos and.
That's awesome. All right. So, tonight we're going to start with our top 3 songs. I don't know about y'all, but I had a hard time picking mine. I literally sat there listening to the soundtrack for an hour, going, hitting on certain songs just to re-listen to them. So, let's start with our number 3 song. Mine is Set It Off. Rachel?
Mine is Rotten to the Core.
Okay. Tiffany?
I put Did I Mention? That's my third one.
Okay. Don't forget, everybody in chat, you can answer along with us and let us know your opinions on and everything. Okay. My number 2 song is Did I Mention? Rachel?
My number 2 is Set It Off.
Okay. Tiffany?
Mine's Rotten to the Core.
Rotten to the Core. Hi, Jeffrey. Welcome in.
Hi,
Good
Jeffrey.
to see you this week.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Birdwell.
Okay. Let us know your top 3 songs from the movie, you guys. And your number 1 song. Mine is Rotten to the Core. Rachel?
Mine is Be Our Guest.
Oh. Tiffany?
I put mine as Set It Off.
Okay. So basically, we've all got the same top 3 in a various order, except for Rachel. And that's actually, Rachel, that is a really good lead-in to least favorite and favorite scenes. This is why. My least favorite scene is the Be Our Guest scene. Because it's not because of the performance or anything. I think they butchered, they shouldn't have done that. They did that song so dirty.
Agreed. I don't know.
Well, there's got to be a reason it's your favorite.
I just like the lyrics for it. It reminds me of Beauty and the Beast.
Well, it's
I'm a huge fan.
Because Ben is Belle and Beast's kid.
I wish they would explain that better. I have to say that. All the characters.
Yeah, they don't really. Very many of the characters don't really get who their parents are. That's another fact that I have. Yes, Sandy, Rotten to the Core. And what is your least favorite scene, Tiffany?
I put when Maleficent turns into the dragon.
Yes, although I am a huge Maleficent fan. That is, I'm not a Sleeping Beauty fan, but I love Maleficent. Even the live-action Maleficent movie I watch them for Maleficent, not for Aurora, which I think is kind of weird. Okay.
I loved the live action Maleficent.
Yes. Okay. Favorite scene, Rachel. Oh, I didn't see the turn.
When he is jousting. And Sam is jousting. I don't know,
Okay.
I like those. And he's on the playing field.
Oh, okay. When Jay and Carlos first joust during the jousting tournament.
Yes. Sorry, Jay,
Okay.
not Sam. I love
Yeah,
jousting stuff.
I was sitting here trying to think, Sam,
And
what?
it shows how I don't remember which one is Boo Boo Stewart, but it shows how athletic he is.
Jay.
Yeah,
Jay.
Jay.
What
Shows how
about
athletic
you?
he is.
Yeah. What about you, Tiffany?
I put did I mention scene when he confesses his love for Mal?
Yes, that would probably be a top contender for mine. Because my favorite scene is the if only scene where she's realizing she has feelings for Ben when they're at the Enchanted Lake,
I like that scene.
and then like when she freaks out, the whole scene, like where she freaks out because she thinks he's drowned and she can't swim, but she actually jumps in the water to save him. I mean, come on. Oh, okay. Villain. Who did you think was the act? Okay, this one is a weird question for this because there's a bunch of villains in this movie, obviously. But who do you think is the main villain, like actual villain of the movie?
For me, it was Maleficent.
Okay.
Same.
Me too. Which, like I said, she's like one of my top favorites. Now here's a trickiest question, and I want chat to answer this too. Who do you think is the which character would you consider as the actual heroine or hero?
I put all four of them. I don't know if that counts because I feel like you can't be a hero without teamwork.
Okay. What about you, Tiffany?
I put Mal for the hero.
I'm with Rachel. I put all four because in the end, it took all four of them to defeat Maleficent.
Yes.
So it did take that teamwork for the VKs, which I thought was awesome. And before we go into questions, as I mentioned to you guys right before we came on, yes, Sandy, I have to agree with that. All four with Mal as the leader. Who is your favorite VK from the first movie? Who is your favorite villain kid? And why?
Probably Jay.
Okay.
I love Jafar.
Okay.
He's one of my favorites.
All right. Tiffany?
Probably either Evie or Carlos.
Evie or Carlos?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, welcome in Theme Park Lifestyle.
Hi, theme park lifestyle.
For those just popping in, the reason the Slytherin look is here is I was just over on Magical Makeup with Christy before I came over here, and it was the Harry Potter night since her son's birthday is next week. Now, my favorite VK, I'm going to have to say, is Evie because she's very, very creative, and I love creative people. And then I'm going to have to sort of agree with Carlos, although I feel like he's, yes, he is Cruella's son, but he's more of one of the, and that makes him a villain kid. Birdwell's favorite color is blue, so easy. But he's one of those that you would in the normal world before all this separation probably consider one of the like slaves or abused children, like Cinderella or something, because that's what he is. He's afraid of his mom. He's made to do everything for her. So it's hard for me to see Carlos, even though that's where he lives on the Isle, as a villain kid. And Rachel, I want you to start us off with question number 1 tonight.
First of all, you had another one. You had the other half before
yes,
mine kind of has to lead into that.
Okay. Well, then we will start with Tiffany on the who is your favorite Ordon kid? Or kid from Ordon?
Does Ben count?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben.
Okay. I have to say mine is, I know I came up with this question. Yeah, I even wrote mine down. Mine is Jane. Because, yeah, she's just Jane. There's nothing, she doesn't have airs about her because her mother's a fairy godmother or whatever, or a king or a queen. So, and what about you, Rachel?
I liked Jane also.
Okay, awesome.
I feel like her mother treats her with royalty.
Yes, her mother does kind of treat her like a little princess, but she also kind of treats her like in real life, not delusional. Like you can't have everything you want.
Yes.
Okay, and since you said that leads into your first question.
Would you guys attend Oridon if you guys could? If you had the opportunity to attend Oridon, would you?
To attend Oridon Prep?
Yes.
Ooh, no. I did not like school. I don't think being there would make it any better because I was the one that all the popular kids bullied. What about you, Tiffany?
50-50 maybe.
50-50?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would attend it just because there's like the Beauty and the Beast's father and all stuff like that. So you're along with the princesses and all those people. I think that'd be cool.
All right. Tiffany, what is your first question?
If it could be anyone in the movie, who would it be?
Oh, if I could be anyone. Now, see, Sandy, if it had been, would you go to a fictional school? I'd have said yes, because I'm still waiting on my Hogwarts letter. But I don't want to go to Old Town Prep. If I could be anyone in the movie, I think I would, honestly, I'd like to be one of, like, any princess in it, their daughter, because, like, you get a chance to see that side of, life, for starters. It doesn't have to be one of the main characters. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool.
I would probably be Jane.
Okay.
I think it'd be cool to be her, and like her mother's royalty to me.
Well, fairy godmother is above royalty at this point.
She could make like wishes and stuff like that.
But she doesn't.
Yeah.
What about you, Tiffany?
I'd probably be Jane too, because I like her.
Yeah,
I thought
she
it was
only
Aiden.
need she only needed to learn that being yourself is what matters.
Elizabeth.
Okay. My first question. I want to know, and this is like legit bothered me. Hi, welcome in. It is okay to be late. All that matters is you're here. Um, this is a question that bothered me and bothered me. How did Ben decide who's what villain and villain kid were the worst? Because I'm pretty sure there's worse villains out there than Cruella and Jafar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can name you. There's Ursula. There's um like Captain Hook is even worse than Jafar. So I like fair question is, and how do you choose four friends? Like that is my first question. What do you think, Rachel?
Sorry, we got a phone call. What did you say?
Um,
Sorry.
how did Ben decide who the worst villains and the kids that need the most help were?
I bet his parents helped him decide.
Well, no, because they were angry that he just like shot at this announcement.
What if
Hi, this is Gary Sack talking about Rachel.
what if the parents called them and like convinced them to have their family go there?
Yeah, that would be great.
I don't know. Not really, because like Descendants 2,
Hi, this is Gary and Rachel's father.
because it's always just bugged me because if all the villains are there, you've got to assume all these other villains have kids because they show like an aisle full of kids. What do you think, Tiffany?
I don't know about that. That's a hard one.
Yeah, it's been a burning question since the day I watched Descendants, which I vividly remember actually. My niece actually made me watch it. Hi, Mr. J. So my niece is the one that told me to watch it, and then I'm the one that got addicted to it. I'm waiting to try. Okay.
Sorry
Question
about
number
that, guys.
2. Tiffany, why don't you start with question number 2?
What did you think of Audrey?
All right.
Top mean girl
Yep, that. Thank you so much.
of all time. Like, I did not like Audrey from the get go when she basically looked at Mal and said, "He's mine," and he's just like, I just never liked Audrey.
I didn't like Audrey either. I thought she was really rude.
Yes, that's actually possible. Yes, that is true. It doesn't matter to me like what side of the tracks you're from or from the aisle or not. If you're rude, you're rude. If you're horrible, you're horrible. There's, yeah. No one likes Audrey.
No.
Okay. My second question, and the reason I'm asking this question about Descendants is because you've got two parents mentioned for all of the Ordon kids, mostly. You don't for the dwarves, but like, well, that would be interesting too. Why do you think? I want to change this a little bit. Um, why do you think they didn't give everybody two parents? This excluding what we know about Mal from Descendants 3 because we did not know about that at this time. Why do you think they didn't like give like all of the VKs and all of the AKs two different parents?
I don't know. I thought it.
Like, for example, Jane, who hooked up with the fairy godmother. Wouldn't you want to know who Jane's father was?
Yes. 100%.
See, I'm not the only inquiring mind here. Sandy agrees.
What is Broadway Disney fan auditioning for? Is he auditioning for our Descendants?
I think so. Is that what you're auditioning for?
And if so, who do you want to play?
Yes, that's a good question for him. That doesn't count as your second question, though.
I know.
Well, while he gets to that for us, why don't you go ahead and ask your second question?
If you could now, not knowing about Descendants 2 and Descendants 3, if you could add another villain in the movie, who would you add?
I would have added someone more fun than just boring Jafar and Cruella. Like, I'm not auditioning. I have to be at auditions and stage managing Descendants. Oh, that is awesome.
You should take some pictures of that Broadway Disney fan. I'd love to see that.
Yes, if you're allowed to.
So I would put Gaston.
You know, that would be one of the ones that you would think they would choose. He would choose because, hello, mom and dad. And that would be a fun one, a conceited,
And
like, what
would it be a son or would it be
or a daughter?
Who knows?
What? Captain Hook would have been a good one to go with Maleficent on that. That is true.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yes, I think it would just be interesting because, like I said earlier, they have all of these villains on this isle, and they chose these four. Why choose, a thief and a fur coat person?
Why choose just 4 and not 10? Is my question. Or add more
okay,
than
I think
4.
10 might be a little much, but why not choose like 5 or 6? Why just choose these 4? And then, yeah. All right. Third question. I will start with mine. Fairy Godmother's goodness class. Seriously, shouldn't the VKs learn to be good on their own? Not be given multiple choice questions and then like Mal just says choose the one that's not evil and give that as the answer?
Yes.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I feel like they should learn on their own without her like doing stuff, like demanding stuff.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. See, there's so many questions. I'm not saying it's not a good movie. I love The Descendants, but questions that you have. Rachel,
What character do you relate to the most?
I had to think about that. Tiffany.
Yeah, I might have to think about that one.
All right, Rachel, you go first.
He said, I think it goes back to none
Then
of the adults.
once the DK's there, yeah, this is true.
So, for me, I would have to say Mel.
Okay. Why?
Just because I like her powers and I love how her eyes can turn green. Just how nice she is to other people.
And then like pretends to hide it.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. What about you, Tiffany?
Probably Evie.
Evie. Okay.
Yeah, I like her style, how she dresses.
Okay. I'm actually going to have to say Carlos. Carlos or James. That is because I'm kind of like in school, may not seem like this from what you've seen of me on YouTube. In school, I was the quiet, just sit back, don't bug anybody kind of person because I always got picked on. And my take from the movie is those are the two I think that got picked on the most. And I kind of feel like that's why I vibe with them more. So, okay. Tiffany, what's your third question?
Uh, it was one that G said earlier. Who is your favorite of the villain kids?
Okay.
That's my third one.
Okay. Dan, yes, awesome. I think a lot of people kind of feel like that too. Like, because they seem to me like the only two normal kids in the entire series, if you would just want to go that far. Okay. My fourth question: do you think the kids learned anything when they were making the love potion cookies? Do you think the VKs learned anything from Lonnie with the story that she told?
Yeah, I feel like it taught them a lesson.
Okay, what kind of lesson?
On the love and everything.
Okay. Tiffany?
Yeah, I agree with Rachel.
Yeah, that's completely what I was thinking too. It's kind of like that's what love is. Like, yeah, I completely agree with that. Okay. Fifth question, Rachel.
If you could change any scene in the movie, what scene would you change? For me, it'd be the opening. I would like some
Okay.
more action when they're singing "Rotten to the Core,"
Okay.
and I'd love to see a behind the scenes on how they filmed going over the bridge. Do you know at the beginning how they're like? It seems like they're floating to me. I know they're not, but to me at the beginning when they're going across the bridge, it seems like they're floating.
You know, it's green screen effect, but I think it was cool to see how they animated it, like just the anime, and then made it into, you know what I mean? Because it's not animated, but how they made the scene and put the scene in. Uh, what scene would you change, Tiffany?
The part where Maleficent turns into that dragon.
Okay, why?
It's just like wish she wasn't that big. She was too big, I think.
Yeah, I think they did make her too big. I mean, yes, it was to get the point across that she's a humongous dragon, but I do believe they made her way too big.
You could have added muscles in her, and she would have been strong. In
I think,
her
yeah.
dragon form.
The scene I would change is actually the answer to one of my earlier questions. I would change the Be Our Guest scene. If you're going to change the song like they did just a little bit, change it so it's not so like I didn't like how they changed the vibe of the song and the way it's sung. They made it a little too much poppy for me when it's not supposed to be poppy. It's just supposed to be straight out music like that really doesn't have a genre. You know what I mean? And don't change like the lyrics and how it's sung. Keep it the same or write a whole new song. I mean, I understand that they were trying to do it because, hey, it's Prince Ben, son of Beast of Bell. But I don't think it was right. Especially since it's the servant that sings the song. And it just makes me think kids are servants. So, yeah, I've had a lot of pensive anger about that scene. All right. Next question, Tiffany.
It's actually not a question. It's a did you notice? Did you notice in the beginning Jafar was rubbing the lamp?
Yes,
I saw that.
holy and Jay's like, I tried, it didn't work. Okay. My next question. Why do you think Ben didn't tell Mal he knew about the love potion?
Maybe because Ben didn't want to fall in love with Mal at first. And he changed his mind.
What do you think, Tiffany?
Maybe because of his parents. Maybe he was afraid.
I kind of think he liked her and he wanted to see if maybe she could be honest, which I mean she sort of wasn't. I mean, she was going to give him the I want to say cure, but it's like the anti potion or whatever. And she didn't explain anything until like he explained the lake and how it worked. So I don't know. That was just kind of like
I agree.
yes, thank you. That's what I was trying to kind of explain. I'm so horrible at explaining things sometimes that it's not funny. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions before I ask my last two?
So, this is not a question because I didn't notice anything, but did anyone else notice any other hidden Mickeys?
You noticed it? I didn't see any hidden Mickeys. Anybody?
The only one that is him rubbing the lamp.
I didn't see any.
Because I feel like since it's a Disney movie, they usually put hidden stuff in it. But
Yeah,
maybe since it's the first one they don't, and maybe in the other two they do.
I don't think I saw any in the other two either. Okay. My next question. What are your feelings on Audrey's change in attitude at the end of the movie? Like, did you think her change in attitude was legit? Again,
Maybe.
keep the second and third movies out of it. Rachel?
I think it was legit on her attitude, like how she acted and everything.
Okay. But you could.
Maybe.
I kind of felt it was like, oh, you saved our lives, but like I still don't like you because Ben's supposed to be mine, kind of thing.
I did not like her attitude either. I will tell you that right now.
Yes, I didn't like her attitude throughout the whole entire movie. It was just not there for me. I mean, to me, I felt like she was kind of a villain.
Yes. Imagine if they made, I don't know if she ever is, but imagine if they put her in a villain, like if they made a fourth one and they made her a villain.
Have you not seen the third one?
Well, I don't remember that. All I remember is Hades. I'm sorry. Might have to do that in the future.
I agree with Dan. Yes, we're gonna have to do 2 and 3 in the future. Maybe do a one nighter in December for both the next 2 movies. I think
Tiffany
that
will
would be
have
a
to
good
join
idea.
us. Tiffany will have to join us because she did the first one with us.
Yes. Yes, Audrey was just rude. She was just rude. That's why I didn't ask who your least favorite kid from Oregon was, because I think everybody's going to raise their hand and say Audrey. So, yeah, that is the Descendants. I wanted to thank everybody in chat. You guys coming back night show after show, night after night is awesome. I want to thank you especially for coming in tonight. It's off the usual schedule. My least favorite is Chad.
Do
Chad is
you
legit.
want to
Like,
let them?
love
You
sick
can keep
puppy is
going.
what Chad is.
Do you want to let them know how we're gonna like if we want more guests? Do you want to let them know how we're gonna do that now instead of
Yes.
asking? Okay. I just thought I want to
Yes.
brought that up. I wanted to bring it up.
Well, I was going to get there.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I have actually figured out a way to keep everything straight for my streams and my videos. I caved y'all and bought a planner. So I caved, and I'm going to keep everything in here so that I get it straight, and that way I can have easy access to checking it, let you guys know what's left next. And what we've decided is, because we've been pushing back movies that we've wanted to do, bringing in some suggestions from you guys. We've got a list of movies. We're going to stick to it. And if you want to ask what movies we have coming up and decide you want to come in and be a guest on them, just message me or Rachel on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll talk about it. But each week we will let you know what movies are coming up for the next week or next month. But because we were pushing back the Marvel movies and kept pulling them out, and I really wanted to change this and add in the Marvel movies because it's so much part of Disney Plus now. With Disney owning Marvel, and I'm a huge Marvel fan, so we've done that. Another thing I wanted to say, we're having a special on the 31st of August for the Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella versus the 2015 live action Cinderella. However, we also discovered a small hiccup with that. If you want to be a part of the conversation, follow along, and answer questions with us, you're going to have to find a way to watch the 2015 version because it is not on Disney Plus. I do not understand why. It is not on there. I do know, I believe, I'll have to ask my brother to check. I believe it's on Netflix. So there is that way to watch it. That's going to be an hour and a half show because we will be comparing the movies, and it's one we are looking forward to. So there is that.
I'm looking at why it's not on there.
Yeah, I don't understand. If you could figure out why it's not on there, I would appreciate it. That way we can let people know that want to join us. And then that is it for next week. We have, what do we have next week? Next week, I believe, is Upside Down Magic. And then I think that's the last movie in July. And then we've got on the 3rd of August, Freaky Friday with Rolling to Orlando, Mary Jo and Frank joining us. Then Captain Marvel on the 10th of August with Selena, the villain's princess. And the following week will be the second Marvel movie because we want to catch up on those. With Iron Man, and if you hadn't noticed, we're trying to watch them in order, but the only one missing is the Incredible Hulk because it's not on Disney Plus either. And then the following week on the 24th, we are back to Disney with Inside Out, featuring Always Ever After, Cricket and Brandon. And then, of course, the 31st will be the Cinderella special. So we are greatly looking forward to those. And while she is looking that up, Tiffany, is there anything you want to say before we go?
I don't really have nothing coming up on my channel.
Okay.
Tell him what's coming up Wednesday. I know she's
My
not going to want to say it.
My birthday.
Oh, well, awesome. Happy early birthday. Let's see. That actually could lead into mine. I have instead of my usual Monday upload next week, I have a Wishable Wednesday video. And then on Wednesday next week. And then I already told you the movie is going to be Upside Down Magic. It is a Disney Channel original movie, I think, but I saw it on Disney Plus. It's really good. I honestly would recommend it to anybody, but that will be next week's movie. And then the 31st of July, I have a Harry Potter collab, a Happy Birthday Harry Potter collab that is scheduled to go up. Rachel, did you find out why?
No, I'm finding mixed things, but it says it's due maybe to streaming services. Streaming contracts are not done yet.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a place that I can watch it though. I found one.
Okay.
So,
what do you have coming up on your channel?
I'm gonna be rebuilding one of my Lego sets, so I'm gonna post that on my channel for sure.
Okay.
My Pride Lego set that I got, I'm gonna be rebuilding, and I might be doing another ear collab, like year of the year, or not year of the year, but like a ear tag.
Okay.
Coming up.
Um.
And I will be having a video. I don't know when exactly, but I want a mystery mini Mandalorian, so that will be going up whenever I get those in the mail from him.
Okay. And I guess that's it for tonight. I know we're ending 15 minutes early, but I'm exhausted. Still just a little bit.
Console going live? How we can send them over?
In an hour, I believe.
I can double check. Hold on.
If you can grab the link for that, yeah. That's another reason we're ending little bit early. I can't remember the time that he's going live.
Does he have it scheduled? Hold on. June.
I don't think
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it scheduled yet under his upcoming.
Okay,
you know
well,
if
can
he
you read
posted
his
it?
channel?
Yes. Hi, Disabled Disney.
Hi, welcome in. We are
I'll tell you something after.
okay. We are just wrapping up due to other streams going live soon. And this was a impromptu thing because
But
of Tuesday.
if Disabled Disney, if you want to come on our upcoming movie chats, message Jesse on Instagram.
For the list,
You want to be
and I will send that to you. Because that's one of the things we covered. This is not normal for us to be here on Thursdays. We love having guests like Tiffany.
Love you, Tiffany.
And that is all for tonight. We love you. We're happy for the people that keep coming back. And we will see you guys Tuesday. Bye.